We're getting a lot of questions on throwing socks. So what we have here is the Tap Conditioning brand new throwing sock here out of the package. People have been asking us about these and how they can use them to get their arms in shape. So we're gonna show you how to use that today and maybe why we use that a little bit. Pretty simple design, really durable material, a nice strap around, and then on the inside what we have is a strap that you're gonna actually put your pinky and ring finger through. This is a great tool for softball and baseball players. Get inside of there and you actually get a baseball or a softball inside of this sock, and we're gonna get it like really tight so it doesn't fly off at all. It's Tap Conditioning. Right there, what we do once we get it nice and tight is you can actually throw the ball into this sock and release the ball like you normally would throw. And we have our athletes use this thing all the time. So a couple of things we're thinking about here with this sock is how the ball contacts the end of the sleeve or the end of the sock as we throw, but also kind of what we have to do in the beginning of the throw to make sure that we're as successful as possible. Once you get this thing on, it's great because we can use it inside. You can use it in your dorm room. We have all our college guys use it. You can use it in your garage or whatever you need to do. So it's something easy you can throw in your bag when you don't have a net or you're in these northern climates like we're here in Michigan. You can throw this thing around, but it's great for a warm-up. One of the things we like to do with a warm-up is get you in positions where you're athletic and you're loaded maybe into your hip, and now you can kind of pre-position and go into a good position just as you throw. And so now you're using it as a warm-up and you're teaching your arm where it's supposed to be, and you're teaching it to decelerate a little bit better, because what happens is when the ball contacts the end of the sock, that's a big impulse. It gives you a little bit extra pull. It's pulling my arm out a little bit. So I have to actually contract my rotator cuff and the deep muscles in my shoulder to stabilize the shoulder to an even greater extent. So we've had athletes that have had labral tears and rotator cuff tears use these in the physical therapy clinic as a rehabilitation tool to get their arm back in shape and teach their arm how to better slow down at the end of the throw. So if you have a deceleration issue, it's a great tool for you. But also, just if you're looking to get some good conditioning in the off season and you can't get out to where there's a field or those sorts of things, this is where this tool comes in really effective. We also use it post throwing once you get done throwing, because it'll teach you not only how to slow your arm down from a mechanical sense, but it'll help you train strength in your rotator cuff that's really specific to the deceleration pattern of when you slow your arm down at the end of the throw. And that's why we use it with our athletes from a mechanics training perspective, but also from an arm training perspective. So that's some of the benefits of this tool, and that's some of the ways in which we will use it with our athletes. And if you want more impulse, you could always throw a heavier ball in the sleeve and it'll hit the end of the sleeve even harder, but you're welcome to go through your full kind of pitching mechanics and teach your arm how to slow down at the end of your throw, and actually may teach your rotator cuff to kick on a little bit early, which is what we like. So that's our Tap Conditioning throwing sock. We recommend it for all of our athletes. We recommend that you guys give it a try, especially in the off season and especially in your warm-up procedures to get your arm nice and loose prior to getting on the field.